Put your hands together for the host of The Price is Right, Bob Barker!
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! What a great studio audience! Well, we do have some great prizes for you today. Well, let's get this party started. Rodney, we need some contestants. Who are lucky winners today?
Well, Bob, we have Slim Shady. Come on down. Next from Hickory, North Carolina, Earl Baumgardner. Our third contestant comes all the way from Whoville. It's Cindy Lou Who. Come on down. And last but not least,
oh, pick me, Bob. I love you. Pick me.
Molly Sue Sugarbaker.
You didn't pick me. You picked her on purpose because you knew this was my dream. That's quit. You knew this was my magical dream and you ruined it. This is my magical dream and it's going to happen if it has to open over your dead body.
oh,
Security! Security!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bob.
Get out of here now!
Just let me play. I love it, Bob Barker. Play on radio 1565 PM.
Sorry about that, folks. I understand this.
You won't get away with this.
Sorry about that, folks. I understand that with an exciting game like this, people can get crazy. But let's meet our newest contestant. Hello. May I call you Molly?
Sure.
Okay, well then, Molly, what is it that you do?
I am a full-time student at the Advanced Parent College of Pensacola College. Go Pumpkin!
You seem to have some friends in the audience.
Yeah, those are my sorority sisters from ENK. Woo! ENK!
Okay, I assume you know how to play the game. I will show you an item, and the person who gets closer to the actual prize will be going over into our next round and possibly compete in our Showcase Challenge. Are you ready?
You bet! Woo!
well, our first item today is the inspirational book Teen's Game Plan for Life by Lou Holtz. Learn how to make the most of your life and overcome hurdles the only way Lou Holtz can tell it.
Okay, contestants, how much would you expect to pay for this inspirational gem?
$19.95.
$10.
$1,000.
$10 plus a penny!
And what's the actual price?
The actual price for Teen's Game Plan for Life is $10.45.
Okay, Bobby Sue, you are the winner. If you would, please follow me up front. All the rest of you, I'm sorry, but you didn't win anything. That's the chance that you take.
ENK!
Molly, it says here that you have very unusual talent. Could you tell us a little about it?
Oh yeah, I can do a human impression of a liger.
Show us.
Do you know what a liger is?
No.
A liger is a cross between a lion and a tiger.
I think that's enough. We should get to the game.
Okay, whatever.
Molly Sue, you're going to play the putting game.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah!
If you sink your putt, you will win a live team water bottle! So Molly Sue, why don't you come up here? We're already here. Uh-oh. Looks like we're missing our putter.
Well, Bob, I don't know where it is.
Sorry, folks, we're having some technical difficulties, but we need to get the show on the road.
Noodles! I forgot the putter! Bob's gonna kill me!
Well, we're gonna need a putter to play the putt-putt game.
Well, I guess these won't work. I'm coming, Bob! Here it is, Bob!
Thank you, mate.
Someone call the police!
Mine.
Lights. Well, it looks like Bob Barker got a hole-in-one on his head. into the crime. Stay tuned for Act 2, where we meet two gumshoes on the case.
Take this down, 0012. 1930 hours. Peaceful look on his face, bump on the back of his head. He died happy. Right. Yeah. 6 suspects were arrested. No witness was found.
Clerk, won't that create problems? I mean, if there are no witnesses, how are we supposed to know who did it?
Well, that's why we're here, 0012. Bob Barker was a personal friend of mine. No one plays golf with my friend Fred. Whoever did that is going to find out the price is wrong. Dead wrong.
Joe?
That's Sergeant Good Friday to you, 0012.
Yeah. Sergeant Good Friday. Shouldn't we get down to the office?
You're right, 0012. We got a case to crack.
Detective Joe Good Friday and Agent 012 are on the case. Stay tuned for Act 3, the dramatic interrogation scene.
Okay, 0012. Watch and learn how this is done. Investigation, fine art. Takes skill to get hardened criminals to crack.
But sir, aren't these just game contestants?
That's what they'd like you to think. Let your guard down for a second and bam, you eat cornflakes out of your own severed head.
Eating cornflakes out of my own severed head. Wouldn't that be kind of difficult? I mean, my head's gone.
012, don't overanalyze. The point is, these characters are more dangerous than a bunch of rednecks at a firework factory. You better be careful if you want to break with their game.
Do we have a plan?
We sure do. It's called Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Good cop, bad cop.
That's right. You be the good cop and pretend to be their friend, and I'll be the bad cop and rough them up a little.
Will that work, sir?
You'll see. He'll crack faster than Mr. Peanut in Elephant Cage. So, who's the first suspect?
It's the producer of the show. A guy called Average Man. I guess he just started the job.
Don't let that fool you. This job might just be a cover-up for a criminal past. Let's bring him in. Welcome, Average Man. My name is Sergeant Joe Good Friday, and this is my partner, 0012. I assume you know why you're here.
I swear, I didn't do it. It was my first day and I just forgot and I...
Calm down, Average Man. Everything's gonna be okay. No one's accused you of anything. Like some coffee.
Okay, thanks.
Now, why don't you describe what happened in your own words?
Okay, well, I just accepted a job at The Price is Right. I figured since I spent so much time watching the television, it only made sense if I used my experience. Price is Right is the only other show that would hire me.
Why is that?
I guess they're impressed with my extensive shopping experience.
That's interesting you should mention your shopping experience, because isn't that the precise reason you need to get a job?
What do you mean?
Come on, Average Man. Why don't you stop playing games? We already know that little infomercial habit had you so far in debt you couldn't even afford clean underwear.
It's true. I couldn't stop myself. I never meant for it to come to this. At first, it was the little things, the Euro Sealer, the Princess Diana Commeter of Barbie, but soon it got worse. OxyClean, the Amazing Rotisserie Gold Edition, and then I started it on the hard stuff. I had 2 amazing Flabbertronics, the complete Buns of Steel collection, and a full set of Kawasaki Ginzu knives. It got so bad that I couldn't even sleep unless I counted turbo cookers in my head. They threatened to repossess my Lou Holtz books if I didn't pay them some money. What could I do?
There. It's gonna be okay.
So then, what happened the night of the murder?
Everything was going well. The show was going perfect. I just forgot about the putt-putt game.
You forgot?
I forgot. I mean, I'd even taken 2 mega memory pills earlier that night.
You were on drugs!
No!
Get this man out of my sight. I've heard enough. Rookie producer in the whole big time to a couple of infomercial heavies in need of a quick bundle of cash. I bet that Barker gig was pretty sweet. Quick accident, bump on the head in the dark, and the rookie finds himself in the driver's seat of his own television game show. Money, power, and all the free turbo cookers you can get hands on. It's almost too easy.
So you think Average Man did it?
possible. Who's the next suspect?
We had a hard time getting his real name from him. Keeps telling the officers that he's a celebrity. Insists that he's innocent.
Well, bring him in. We'll get a real name out of him. Oh, and 0012, put on the suspect's copy. You're supposed to be the good cop, not Mrs. Butterworth.
Okay, boss.
So, I hear you've been giving the boys a hard time. Oh, a tough guy, eh? Well, we have ways to make you talk. Now tell me, what's your name? Okay. That's the way you want it. 0012, why don't you give our little friend here a bit of help? Now maybe you can tell us your name.
Ain't telling you nothing.
I think he's had enough. Be reasonable. All we want is your name. No one's gonna hurt you. You just want to see justice done.
Oh, that's it. I'm tired of playing footsie with this yo-yo. It's time for the big convincing.
Now, big convincing.
You heard me.
Sure. Are you sure it's safe?
Of course it's not safe. He's had 3 chances the easy way. In my book, it's 3 chances and you're out. I'll talk! I'll talk!
I think we may have gone too far.
Regrettable but necessary. Billy Ray's like a criminal, like a crowbar into the criminal mind, jars the human psyche. When he wakes up, he'll be on our side.
Kind of hate to wake him. Looks so peaceful.
Anything would be peaceful after turning that song off. It's time to find our criminal. 0012, wake him up.
Miss Butterworth?
No. No, I'm Agent 0012. You're at police headquarters.
Police headquarters? I don't like police.
No, you like the police.
I do.
And you hate orders.
Oh yeah, that was it. I like police, but I hate the quarters. I hate the quarters. No one hates the quarters as good as me.
Alright, what's your name?
I'm Marshall Mathers, but Mommy calls me Poopsie.
Wait a second. You're Eminem, the white rapper. What are you doing on The Price is Right?
I was going to kill Bob Barker. I mean, win fabulous prizes.
What was that?
I wanted to win fabulous prizes.
I thought I heard you say something else.
No, pretty sure that was it.
Why would someone like you need to go on a game show like The Price is Right? You're millions.
Girl, millions don't mean nothing if you got no family.
But you do have a family.
Oh yeah, but I got no daddy. Millions don't mean nothing if you ain't got no father.
Help me out here. How is The Price is Right supposed to get you a father?
Yo, girl, Bob Barker's my father.
Are you sure?
Can't no one prove he's not?
Yes. Yes, they can.
Girl, why you getting it from my grill? Bob Barker's my father.
Now, Mr. Mathers, let me get this straight. You came to The Price is Right to confront your deadbeat dad.
Yeah, that win fabulous prizes.
Doesn't it seem like that fit a little better on Ricky Lake or the Jenny Jones show?
Yeah, so what? I asked him going Ricky Lake, he said no. So I say it's about time for me to take his house for a change.
What did you hope to accomplish by doing that?
Look, girl, I got a lot of anger towards that man. And I was about to stir up a little controversy.
Anger toward him.
That's right, old boy. Left my mama with nothing, not even a picture.
Really? And how did you know he was your father?
Put 2 and 2 together.
You put 2 and 2 together.
That's right. I used to wonder why my mama liked Price is Right so much. Then it hit me. Bob Barker's my father.
Did it ever occur to you that she might just like the show?
I know I don't know. No one does something shady like that.
So you went on the show hoping to even the score.
No, I went to win fabulous prizes.
Yeah. This is no bueno. Sorry. So, you say so. I think I've heard enough of this, though. You just wanted to win fabulous prizes, and yet, when the lights went out, You had the murder weapon in your hand and you were standing over Bob Barker's dead body. Let's see how well that story holds up in a court of law. Get him out of here, 0012. So, Cindy Lou, you were found holding the club. It makes you a suspect in the murder of everyone's favorite game show host.
Who? Murder is something I would never do.
Oh, sorry. I would eat a noodle filled with butter, but I would never hit Bob Barker with a putter.
You always have to rhyme?
Not really, but I do it most of the time.
Can we get back to talking about the crime? Look, the club was in your hand, Barker's dead, and you have both opportunity and reason.
Opportunity and reason? I was just trying to find the Christmas season. Funds in Whoville are awfully low, and without some money we'll be eating Christmas snow. So I came down to win some cash to fund the Whoville Christmas bash.
You mean Whoville's out of money?
I thought the Grinch looked after you guys.
Our fortunes took the proverbial bomb when we bought stock in Who's.com. And all our money went away like roast beef hash on Christmas Day, and the Grinch, he had no cash in sight, so I came out here to The Price is Right.
And you just thought you'd win big and be everybody's hero back home, huh?
But you never made it into the money rounds.
It was rigged, it stunk, it wasn't fair to ask for the cost of a book or a chair. I can't say I'm sorry Bob Barker is dead. He deserved what he got, he deserved nothing less. It's his own stupid fault, he created this mess. But I didn't do it, I've committed no crime. I had a call on my Who phone with my agent at the time.
So you'd like us to believe that you're the victim here, but isn't it true that you have quite the shady shady past? In fact, it says right here, you were known for quite some time as Cindy Lou Hooch, a who of questionable morals.
So I made a few bad choices after graduation. I don't see how it affects your investigation.
But Cindy, you're arrested for assaulting a bagel vendor with a block of cream cheese after he informed you that they were out of pimento cheese bagels.
So, what's it to you, stud?
There are several similar instances on the books. It even said the court ordered you to take anger management classes. Classes you never finished.
What my partner 0012 is trying to say is that you, my pretty little friend, are not the most stable bird in the Who hut. And it looks like this time your little Who hands picked up something a little more dangerous than a block of cream cheese.
I didn't do it, that you should see. Sure, somebody killed him, but someone other than me. I refuse to talk with my back to the wall. I think it's time to give my lawyer a call.
Yeah, you do that, Toots, but don't think he'll protect you if you're guilty. Sergeant Good Friday always gets his man. Or in this case.
Don't call that rhyming. It's giving me a headache.
Mind, time, investigation, constipation, it's all one to me, as long as we get to the bottom of this case.
Then you think Cindy Lou Who might have killed Bob Barker?
At the very least, we can't rule her out. Sure, she may look sweet and innocent on the outside. This is no Christmas movie angel we're dealing with here. She's the type of girl that would steal the teeth out of her own grandmother if she thought it could turn a profit. Gone are the days of sweet Cindy Lou Who. Oh, Mr. Santa Claus, why are you taking my Christmas tree? I wouldn't be very surprised to find it quite some time since she received anything but coal for Christmas.
I guess you could be right. She did have that anger management thing after all. But I'm not convinced that she did it. She does seem like she's really turned herself around from her Cindy Lou Hooch days.
Don't fool yourself. People never really change. Once a criminal, always a criminal. You can dress a crab in a pretty little pink baby bonnet and put little slippers on all its pointy little toes, but it's never going to call you mama. Or, so I've heard. Several other people. Maybe we should bring our nest stuff back in. Go on, little.
You mean electrocute you?
I knew it! Electrified! I'm too young to die!
No one's gonna electrocute anything you. We're just gonna ask you a few questions.
You mean you're not gonna electrocute me for my crimes?
Well, you weren't planning on it. What crimes are you referring to?
Well, I took all the tags off of my shirt.
That's not a crime. It's only a crime to take the tags off mattresses.
Well, I crossed the street while the red hand was blinking.
Not a crime.
I wore my underwear outside my pants.
Weird, but not a crime.
I took children's aspirin.
Not a crime.
I wasn't a child.
Still not a crime.
I ate cat food.
Not a crime. Molly Sue. None of these are crimes. Stupid, yes. but not crimes.
What if I went swimming immediately after eating?
No.
Ran with scissors.
No.
Played with matches.
No.
Opened the cereal box on the
No.
bottom. Stared directly at the sun
No.
for like 2 weeks.
That's an electrocutor!
No!
Settle down, Miss Sugarbaker. We don't care about these things. It was a police investigation, not weirdo star search, which consequently I think you'd win. We just want to know exactly what happened the day you went on The Price is Right. You can try to be honest with us. No one will electrocute you. Although I would highly recommend you avoid operating anything more complex than an electric toothbrush without intense supervision.
But I don't remember very much at all.
Well, maybe you can tell us what you do remember.
Well, I do remember I decided to go with my blue shoes because they set off my eyes just perfectly. And I decided not to wear my green pants because forest scholars are so 2000.
Skip ahead to what happened at the show.
Well, I went to the show with all my sorority sisters from Epsilon Alpha Kappa, EAK, woo! And we were kind of hoping to get a chance to actually meet Bob Barker because we all thought he was kind of cute in a fluffy old man kind of way. So then he called my name and I was so excited because I'd never won anything before and I just know he picked me because he noticed my blue shoes.
Do you have them with you?
No, I put them in the closet. They were sad.
Oh, they were sad. So what happened next?
Well, when I went to Bob, he was so nice to me, and he asked me lots of questions, and I almost got confused, but then I didn't, and I won the price guessing game by guessing the price of the book. I think a lot of other players got really angry, like that one real girl who got angry and had to leave. I don't like that girl. I don't blame Bob for not picking her. Her outfit was like totally Kmart clearance rack.
Do you remember anything that happened when the lights went out?
Well, I don't remember much. There were so many people running around me, and I am scared of the dark. So I started to scream because I was scared. And I saw Bob lying on the floor, and the police came and arrested us all, and I knew it was over, and I was going to be thrown in prison and never get to finish beauty school.
I don't think you need to worry about that too much. If your story proves to be true, you'll be free to go soon enough.
They're not going to throw me in prison for that something?
We'll let you off this time, but don't do it again. Should be enough for this. Just, you've been helpful. Poor girl. I'd imagine she's regularly outsmarted by her own furniture.
Seems more likely that the chimpanzees could unravel the genetic code than she could plan a successful plot to kill Bob Barker. I mean, I've seen rocks with higher IQ.
But Barker wasn't killed with a rock. Until we find our killer, we can't afford to ignore any possible suspect. While I agree it is possible, it is less likely than sending monkeys to the moon, we must consider the possibility that Miss Molly Sue Sugarbaker is our killer. She was the closest person to Bob at the time of the murder, and she certainly had the opportunity, even if it is hard to see what her motive would have been.
You bring in the next suspect?
Who is it?
He says his name's Earl Baumgartner. I think he might be crazy.
Well, why would you say that?
Let's just say he puts the red in redneck.
Ah, son of the South, eh? Well, bring him in.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Hello, my name is Sergeant Joe Goodfriday, and this is my partner 0012.
Bless your heart, it's good to meet you.
I suppose you know why you're here.
Well, I reckon it has to do with that Bob Barker kicking the bucket. But it wasn't me. I'm as clean as Dale Earnhardt taking a shower.
So, you're innocent then?
Yes, sir.
But surely you don't deny that you were present at the time of the murder.
I don't know about you now, except that there Nile River in Brazil. I was just trying to win a new washer for my lovely bride Maud back in 8th grade. Our old washer, she went on the fritz, and we was trying to wash for Dale Earnhardt Jordans and George W. Bush thermal underwear.
So you're a married man.
Yes, sir, I reckon. Been married 32 years to my sweetheart Maud, a proud father of 2 boys, W. and Jerry Springer Baumgartner, and 1 lovely daughter, Earl Jr.
Earl Jr. Isn't that strange for a girl's name?
That's what Maud thought too. We thought she was going to be another boy, so we already had the name all picked out.
If you say so.
Getting back to the murder, how do you explain the fact that you were found holding the golf club at the scene of the crime?
That's a funny story, that one. Not winning that washer put me in the doghouse for sure. I was madder than a pack of wild dogs on a 3-legged cat. I was thinking about having a few words in private with Bob Barker when the lights went out. And on my way to the stage, I bumped into something and started to fall. So I reached my hand out to balance myself. When the lights came on, there was Bob, and my hand was on the fire.
So you're saying that you didn't hit him with the club?
Oh no, I was just going to talk with him. It was purely accidental that I came across the club in the first place.
I don't buy that. You admitted you were in a raging fury about not winning a washing machine. Perhaps being in the doghouse with your wife could be enough to push a man to give in to his basic instincts and commit the most deadly of crimes, murder. Mr. Baumgartner, you may be hearing from us again.
Well, that was interesting.
Yes, interesting. 0012, how many more suspects are there to interrogate?
Just one. A woman who was heard by hundreds of witnesses threatening Bob Barker.
Hundreds of witnesses?
That's right. Apparently she not only threatened him on national television, but she also attacked him in front of the studio audience. They had to bring the power team to take her out.
Ah, the power team. I always did admire those guys.
Speaking of the devil.
No, I don't speak of the devil. Jesus is Lord.
That's right. None of us is maybe rock star, but Jesus is rocking my face.
Sorry. Didn't mean to offend. So you brought us the suspect.
Yeah, we brought her to judgment.
The Lord's judgment.
Yes, well, thank you then. You've done this community a service.
Look, pal, you may feel all big in that little hat of yours and that shiny badge, but we on the power team have a message for you. We don't render any service to an earthly king. Everything we do is for the King of Kings, Jesus. He's a personal trainer at the gym of our hearts. You might want to consider a membership.
Yeah. This will transform you from a spiritual zero into a spiritual hero.
Booyah!
Yeah. Thanks again. Well, now the meatheads are gone, perhaps you can give us your name?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Well, I can tell you right off, I'm a married woman. I'm not available.
You're married? Or I could say that you're single.
Justin Bieber. It's a little game we play. He pretends I don't exist. I follow him around in his windows, drop dogs, like a kidder.
Yeah. What a kidder.
Well, your honor is safe with me. I wouldn't dream of trying to steal you away from him. We just need to confirm your name for the record.
I'm Gertrude, but you can call me Gertie.
Okay, Gertie, can you explain why you attacked Bob Barker on national television?
Oh, that. Friends always say stuff like that. I didn't mean it.
Okay, Gertie. Can you explain why you attacked him?
I didn't mean it. Sorry.
You attempted to kill the man with millions of people watching. Then you were found back in the studio after the lights had gone out. You were holding the murder weapon in your hands.
I was just holding it for when the lights came back on.
Oh, yes, you could give it to him in the head? Seems like you may not have waited until the lights came on for that.
What are you trying to imply? That I am a murderer?
Well, how else would you characterize someone who bonks someone on the head with a golf club and kills them?
I don't play golf.
Spending much response, that is hardly the point.
I didn't spend 14 years in Nick Heller's school of acting and celebrity impersonations to waste time on boring people. I am an actor.
You claimed you were scaring children by claiming you were Lucky the Leprechaun, and that you would make them pay for stealing your magical marshmallow surprises.
Well, where I come from, kids don't steal. The police know that.
What planet would that be?
Boys, we're done with this one. Take her away.
Why did you let her go? She hadn't answered any of our questions.
0012, that one was crazier than a game of naked tetherball at the South Pole. You listen to the loonies too long and find yourself waking up one morning in the middle of Interstate 10 dressed like a tooth fairy, claiming that you're the love child of Brian Gumball, the Great Pumpkin. Anyways, we already have all we need to know on her.
I guess motive and opportunity are pretty obvious. She is delusional and believed that Bob Barker personally wronged her. She even tried to kill him once on the show. You think she did it?
She She could very well be. I wouldn't put murder past her. But just because she could doesn't mean that she did. It was a crime of opportunity. If power hadn't gone out, murder would never have occurred. All the suspects felt as if they had been wronged by Bob Barker, or had something to gain by his death, but very few could have actually known that an opportunity to kill him would arise. One of the suspects picked it up faster than the others and struck Bob Barker dead to the ground. The question is, who?
This is pretty confusing. I mean, any one of them could have done it. I think we need to review the information.
Good idea, 012. Let's do that.
And now, for the thrilling conclusion of our murder mystery dinner theater. Who committed the crime? Find out now in Act 4 of The Price is Wrong.
Welcome, suspects. As you all know, we've interrogated each of you and established everyone had at least one reason to resent Bob Barker. For he was dead. We've also established that each of you had access to a deadly weapon and to Bob Barker at the time of his murder. But we haven't been able to establish which one of you did it. We've decided to enlist some help in rooting out the guilty party. We're going to ask the teens to vote on who's guilty, and judging by their response, we'll determine who murdered Bob Barker. So, when 0012 holds his hat over a suspect's head, indicate with applause if you think they committed the crime.
Crazy. Our team did it.
Ah, so the teens rooted you out. You, Cindy Lou Lou. You thought you'd get away scot-free, but the hands of justice are long and the fingers sticky as if covered with a gluey substance. They've caught you. I hope you enjoy prison food, because I hereby charge you with the murder of Bob Barker.
Bob Barker! Bob Barker!
What's going on here, Joe? This woman murdered you, and wait a second, you're supposed to be dead, and the television show, and the golf club,
Oh, God. Oh, yes, that. Well, it's like this. You see, I have a little condition called darkness-triggered narcolepsy, and if the lights go out, and so do I, just ask my wife. Usually I just sleep it off for 12 to 14 hours, but you can imagine my surprise when I woke up in a body bag. I would have called for help, but it was dark in there, so out I went, and I went right back to sleep. So it's a good thing that they gave me an open coffin, or I might have never woken up. And I guess it gave a new meaning to the term wake. I think the grandkids are still crying.
You mean you weren't dead? You were just asleep the whole time?
So all these people are innocent.
Yes, I guess so. I must really sleep like the dead.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the teens who put on this murder mystery dinner. Jackson Pruitt, Paul Leschewski, Thomas Bueller, Caroline Wilson, Lauren Madden, and Bonnie Haverly. Give it up for our power team. Nancy and Nicole Wiebelhaus. Give it up for the host of the show, Bob Barker, played by Jalen Knight.
Bob Barker?
Bob Barker! And for our two excellent detectives, James Corsi and Garrett